And now to an 8 on your side exclusive. The owner of the company blamed by the state for the Piney Point disaster is speaking out tonight.
The company offering their side of what led up to the latest toxic breach. They're telling 8 on your side investigator Walt Buteau that they tried to work with the state to maintain Piney Point. Try being the key word there, right?
Absolutely. And according to Piney Point's owner, it is, quote, preposterous to insinuate the company has not done what was required by the state. And a trail of paperwork shows the DEP was warned about the condition of the stack before and after it sold it. As wildlife stands watch, taxpayers remain frustrated as 215 million gallons of wastewater creeps into the bay.
Nothing's been done to correct it, so it was only a matter of time.
There's still a lot of stuff to answer for, no doubt about it.
And the head of the Department of Environmental Protection has questions of his own.
I think everyone scratches their head. What made sense with the having HRK come in and do this more than a decade ago? How did that happen?
Potential answers are in a series of documents obtained by 8 on your side. According to one court filing, in 2001, Arteman and Associates, an engineering firm working for the state then and now, indicated the greatest likelihood of catastrophic failure was in the stack that has breached twice since then. But according to court documents, the state still sold the property to HRK in 2006 with a plan in place to pump 3 million cubic yards of Port Manatee dredge material into the stack that its own engineers said could fail. 2 years later, in 2008, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers warned the DEP that the Piney Point stacks were not engineered to accept dredging material. The Corps suggested dumping that 27 miles offshore at a savings of about $300,000 a year. In a statement from HRK Holdings, the LLC says in part, despite what the Corps said, HRK was led to believe that the liner and stack system could safely receive dredge spoils from Port Manatee. Within weeks of pumping that material into the stack in 2011, records show it failed, causing the first major Piney Point breach. There's been more warnings since then. Most recently, a March 2020 letter from HRK's engineer that called for draining the stack months ago, due again to the deteriorating liner. Also, according to HRK, 4 proposals to close down the property were pitched last year. A high-volume evaporation project, 2 treat and release plans, and a deep injection well, all rejected. There is a court-ordered account set up to pay for Piney Point long-term care, but documents indicate it's controlled by the DEP, not HRK. And according to DEP, the long-term care fund currently has about $2.5 million in it. The state is now saying it will cost $200 million in taxpayer money to close Piney Point once and for all.
And the state said it's looking into legal action against HRK here, but what do we know when it comes to about the LLC's assets and what's available?
Well, so you have the $2.5 million in that account, but the state controls that. You have the land that is for sale, but again, the total dollar amount unknown right now.
All right. Thank you, Walt.
Okay.
If you have something you'd like Walt to investigate, call our 8 on your side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.